never a choice. When somebody needs you, you can't turn away. You're their only lifeline, just a hero, a bullet for hire, working alone. Always a voice, a cry in the darkness, an echo of pain that's been long forgotten, but it haunts me, my destiny to be alone. There's a time when you see life for what it's gotta be. You should know they'll destroy you, but call to me to keep searching, walk alone.
鉴于这故事马上就要展现出疯狂的一面了，对于各位追剧一样观看的有趣灵魂，伟哥先来一发前情提要。2019年冬季，路易斯安那州边陲的勒卡雷小镇，有人在克拉克森冷冻食品仓库中发现了一具被冻在冰块中且早已被大卸八块的女尸丽丝·克拉克森，而她的尸体上一次被发现还是在14年之前，也就是2005年的夏天。就在那年的夏天，弗朗西斯·约克摩根探员在度假期间顺便赶去调查。一个拥有神力的巫毒祭司不断给予他各种神谕，于是，在调查数日之后，约克发现原本应该被保存在冷冻仓库的丽丝尸体人间蒸发了，但他本人依旧凭借着超现实能力揭发了凶手的真实身份，竟然是死者丽丝的母亲加里娜·克拉克森。但是，一切遭遇都显示出案件远没有那么简单，因为约克预感到这个勒卡雷小镇就是他之前一直追踪调查的神秘违禁品圣胭脂的发源地，同时他也深陷小镇地头蛇克拉克森家族的秘密中。此刻，身体虚弱的扎克在幻境中前进着，他抱怨着如今这个世界中的种种不堪，那些毫无品味的人们，那些肮脏腐朽的角落，那些谎话连篇的故事，而扎克唯一的朋友却早已离他而去。自从近10年前雨林镇案件之后，那位超越现实的灵魂搭档约克就离他而去了。自那之后，他失去了某种能力，也失去了身体的健康，仅剩下一堆不堪回首的记忆。
Please, York, don't rush me. You just need to wait a bit longer. I still have one job left to do. I need to finish it. I have to. Or else I'd never be able to face you. Just give me a little more time, okay?
时间到了2019年的冬天，远在波士顿郊区的某栋公寓中，负责丽丝尸体案件的阿里亚·戴维斯探员和西蒙探员继续对当年调查此案的扎克·摩根进行了审问。阿里亚探员怀疑当年扎克是为了尽快结案才逮捕了受害者丽丝的母亲加里娜·克拉克森，而自那之后，加里娜就疯了，甚至还没有来得及提供有意义的证词。阿里亚探员实在搞不懂扎克当年是如何得知案发现场就在那个谷仓中，因为当年的案件报告中涉及到关键部分的时候，扎克均标注为玄学调查手法，尤其在2010年左右的雨林镇案件档案中，玄学这个词儿出现了14次。但无论如何，扎克对此的回应都是说出来你们也不懂。于是阿里亚只得寻找其他的细节，比如一旁桌子上的旧信件，上面印有蜻蜓的标志，这意味着信件肯定来自于勒卡雷，并且还是克拉克森家族寄来的。阿里亚立刻质问扎克是否依然还和帕特里夏有着联系。根据调查，过去的几年中，有一个神秘人在持续的跟踪并骚扰帕特里夏。考虑到最初的受害者丽丝死前也曾被人跟踪，那么这个罪犯很有可能是同一个人。但此时并没有足够的证据能证明那些看似无关紧要的信件是帕特里夏寄来的。但阿里亚还有一个重要的发现， 过去那2起扎克负责调查的案件中均留存着疑点，2份案件报告中部分段落明显被涂抹删改过。阿里亚曾经用一些方法试图恢复原本的字迹，发现报告中提到过一个树苗商人。他不理解为何扎克会把这个人的信息删改掉，但扎克解释说，那个树苗商人根本就不存在，一个不存在的人不可以留在报告里的。令阿里亚不能接受的是，自从2005年结案至今，已经过去14年了，最初的受害者丽丝的尸体竟然才被发现。无法想象，如果一个 FBI 探员尽到了职责，那么尸体怎么可能过了那么多年才被发现呢？于是双方再次陷入了争斗。就在精神上的对抗陷入白热化时，楼上突然传来了巨大的声响，如同打雷一般。这时，一段神奇的彩蛋插入了。楼上的住户正是制作人斯威瑞上一部夭折的作品《第4暗梦不灭》里边的男主角大卫杨。
Just the usual around here. No need to worry.
The usual?
Yes. A strange person lives upstairs. Every now and then, he makes noise.
What's strange about him?
Several years ago, a woman was murdered upstairs. Her husband still lives there.
Yikes.
He's ex-BPD, and apparently he's still searching for the killer. But it seems like they cut all support for the investigation due to decreased funding. The team on the case wanted to keep working on it, but the suits wouldn't hear of it. A tale as old as time. Due to his situation, perhaps. He's been making a lot more noise recently, like you just heard.
You never noticed anything, Agent Jones.
Well, I did hear some loud noises every now and then, but I didn't think they were real noises coming from upstairs. I mean, look at him. It's not like he's reacting to the noise. He always just went about his business as usual for all the years I've watched him. So I just figured it was coming from the TV.
You really amaze me sometimes.
阿里亚怀疑扎克与克拉克森家族发生过冲突，但并没有将这段内容写入档案。但扎克突然起身，称自己想要做一壶咖啡，给所有人提神儿。
Yes. It's coarsely ground, so there should only be 4 teaspoons per cup. No more, no less. Next, the coffee travels from the funnel to the siphon. Simon, normally you only do surveillance in order to gather data, correct? Hiding microphones and cameras, sifting through garbage, wiretapping, shadowing, tracing credit card histories. You'll do whatever it takes to gather data in order to prevent crimes. That's how the FBI works.
Well, yeah, you're right. No reason in hiding it now, I guess. Why do you ask?
Our Southern Belle has adopted a very peculiar MO. It's almost like she has a special power, just like us. You've been watching us this entire time, haven't you, Belle? From that window.
I don't need to answer that question.
You came here on New Year's Eve, then spent 49 hours watching us until you returned to your hotel room last night. You observed us the entire time without sleep or rest, and you only ate once. Some pizza delivered by Simon. Aside from that, you never drank any water or relieved yourself. You simply sat there and continued to watch us. You have visions, too, don't you? You came here solely to hear us talk, didn't you? But then, why bother watching us for over 2 days beforehand? You didn't come to talk with us. You came because you wanted to see this apartment with your own eyes, and because you're already convinced of something. Isn't that right? He who fights with monsters should see to it that he himself does not become a monster. And if you gaze long into an abyss, The abyss also gazes into you.
But I...
Oh, coffee. Thank you, my fairy. If you hadn't been paying attention, this coffee would have all gone to waste.
Oh. What the Christ? This is friggin' delicious. I thought I was gonna shit myself for a second there. Come on, Aaliyah, take a sip. Trust me. I'm not exaggerating here.
I don't believe it. It's better than any coffee I've ever tasted.
Of course it is. Coffee is a sacred drink. Coffee saved us. If not for its oracle, we would be on the other side right now. So I never forget to pay my respects to coffee, especially at critical moments like this.
就在喝完咖啡之后，审问继续。阿丽亚质问扎克为何当年在没有发现尸体的情况下就草草结了案子。很明显，尸体肯定是被某个别有用心之人藏到了一般人发现不到的地方。经过法医检查，发现丽丝的尸体中仍残留着那种名叫圣胭脂的违禁品粉末。他怀疑有人刻意将尸体藏起来，就是为了继续生产圣胭脂。根据报告中提及的内容，圣胭脂和那个代号 R 教授的人有关。结合如今扎克的身体状况和不停抽烟的行为，阿丽亚怀疑扎克也曾经服用过圣胭脂。但扎克回应自己是因为颈椎疼痛才用医疗手段使用这些叶子的，并且自己不曾碰过那个圣胭脂。整个对峙的过程中，随着窗外雷暴的交替，西蒙探员似乎在全身颤抖。于是乎，一段非常有意思的对话发生了。
Agent Jones, are you paying attention? Or do you intend to waste Mr. Morgan's precious time?
No, sorry. I'm actually kinda nervous. I'm not used to this sort of thing. Data analysis is my specialty, you know. I'm sure I'd be able to calm down a bit if I had some pizza, though.
Incidentally, Simon, why did you decide to stop working out in the field?
Don't ask. It's a long story.
I don't mind. We have lots of time, don't we? I could even make you another cup of coffee, if you like.
Fine then. I'll try to make it brief. See, I used to work out in the field. Even had my own partner. But we had a little rivalry that sorta ruined our relationship. It was over a woman, of course. You know how it goes. We fell in love with the same girl. At the same workplace, too. Then one day, the three of us went to go do a stakeout at a restaurant over in East Boston. I pretended to be a customer while my partner waited in the car, and she waited in the building across the way. Well, it only took a few minutes for my partner and I to lose our heads. We started engaging in this dumb contest to see who could impress her more. Things were looking bad. I knew I was gonna lose. Then, something happened. Right in front of me, a customer starts choking on something. Face was pale, froth at the mouth, the whole 9 yards. I got up at once, but my partner stopped me. Didn't want us to blow our cover. So what did I do? I ignored him, helped the guy anyway. I couldn't stand by and watch that. I couldn't help myself. Next thing I knew, I was a hero. The guy survived, the restaurant thanked me, and I'd even managed to win the heart of you-know-who. It felt pretty good, you know, one-upping my partner right in front of his very eyes. But that was the beginning of the end. A few days later, she and I went to go get some bubble tea at a cafe in Brookline, and a man comes up to me and said,
I'm here to thank you on behalf of the person you saved in that restaurant.
Feeling a bit cocky, I said, all in a day's work, my good man, and tried to brush him away. But he held out an envelope to me and said,
My client broke 3 ribs thanks to the unnecessary Heimlich maneuver you administered to him. He wants you to ensure that he'll be able to get the proper treatment.
I thought I'd save someone, but all I ended up doing is wasting a lot of my precious time wrapped up in an astronomically stupid court case. It also blew our cover, so our target found out about us. In the end, I was taken out of the field and banished to a meaningless job that anyone with half a brain could do. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean it like that. Anyway, well, that's what happened. Of course, I also lost the love of my life and went back to being a lonesome loser. And that's why I hate being out in the field. Oh, come on! I tell you all that and you're not even gonna say anything?
That was long, Simon.
Hey, I warned you! I told you it'd be long! Oh...
暴风雪即将来临，阿里亚探员发现西蒙探员出现了某些异样。
Agent Jones, after we're done here, Agent Jones, is something the matter? Snap out of it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I know.
Do you? Then stop daydreaming.
Okay.
You just what?
My stomach's been letting some thunder loose, too.
Thunder?
That coffee was just so good,
It what? We don't have all day here.
The coffee was just so good, it, summoned forth a massive tsunami from within me.
Excuse me? What is wrong with you? Now is really not the time for this.
Right door at the end of the hallway.
Thanks, pal. Hold on. You can make it. We can do this. It's not very far.
随着西蒙探员闹肚子跑去卫生间方便之后，阿里亚终于可以单独和扎克对峙了。
We promise you, we did not put laxatives in the coffee. Coffee is a sacred drink, remember?
Motherfucker.
他犀利地提到了扎克对于这些违禁品上瘾的行为。难道他就真的不怕自己一命呜呼吗？随后，他从搭档西蒙的公文包中取出了一包新型的圣胭脂。这么多年过去了，这种违禁品已经被做成了新的形状，搭配了新的配方。虽然已经没有当年那么流行了，但依然流通于路易斯安那州的某片区域。自从这种东西出现之后，甚至没有一个人弄清楚它真正的来源。很显然，如今依然有人在暗中生产这种东西。很快，阿里亚说出了一个让扎克非常震惊的事情。
Immediately after they found Lisa's body, I went to go see Patricia, in order to interrogate her, of course.
So you told us.
But I was unable to meet with her.
She refused to speak with you, didn't she? That's so like her.
No, she didn't get the chance to. You see, she's gone missing.
What?
To put it more accurately, no one's seen her since the afternoon of the 28th. According to her employees, she shut herself up in her room for several months before she disappeared. But since that sort of thing happened often, they didn't think anything of it. On the morning of New Year's Eve, they noticed her window was open, and when they went up to check on her, she was gone. But no one knows how long her window had been open for. This is just my hypothesis, but on December 28th, a strange man visited Le Carré and was spotted near her mansion. That man must have found some way to lure Patricia into his car, the '89 Cadillac that he bought used. Then, the two of them drove north to Trenton, where they boarded a train to Boston. They would have arrived here around midnight on the 29th, or perhaps early morning on the 30th. I believe this man is the same Billy Bishop whose name was previously recorded by the airline. So, what do you think of my guess? I'd love to hear your opinion as a former FBI special agent.
Ah, we get it. We aren't persons of interest. We're the suspects. But what about our alibi?
What alibi?
I've had enough of your bullshit. You expect me to believe you haven't taken a single step out of this room? That Agent Jones is your witness? Surveillance cameras can easily be tampered with. especially by someone like you, who knows all about how the FBI works.
You're possessed by death. Go and take a look at your own face in the mirror. You look like the Grim Reaper. After you visited both Le Carré and Greenvale, you left a mountain of corpses in your wake. You can make all the excuses you want. I'm immune to them. Right here, right now, I want to know everything. You tell me the truth.
Yes! You're good, Belle. Damn good. You're brimming with potential. Don't you think she's the perfect partner for our last dance? What do you say, my fairy? Don't you agree? She's good. So good. What do you want to know? We've got nothing to hide. Go on. Question us. This is how it's got to be. Doesn't this remind you of something? You know what I mean, my fairy.
时间回到了14年前，2005年的夏天，就在约克探员刚刚抓捕了凶手加里娜的第二天清晨，意外发生了。
Son of a... How did this happen in my town? God damn it!
The head and limbs were severed and lined up, according to the lines that were drawn with her blood. Just like migratory birds flying systematically across the sky. Hey, Zach, what do you think this means?
They're severed roots.
Severed roots?
This is the way the Clarksons kill someone when they want to cut him off from the family.
And how do you know about this?
Everyone in town knows about it. They're just too scared to talk.
What does the V stand for, then?
Beats me. What, you think I know everything now?
Vilitatio. It means quarrel in Latin. That's what the V stands for.
Latin. Intriguing, isn't it, Zach? There are no defense wounds on the corpse. In other words, Galena showed no signs of resistance when she was amputated. But, strangely enough, there are small traces of subcutaneous bleeding around the wounded areas. That's a vital reaction, which means she couldn't have been dead.
You mean...
Yes, that's right, Patty. Galena was amputated while she was still alive, and she never resisted.
Is that even possible?
It certainly isn't impossible. For example, if she was put to sleep with a drug, or if she desired the amputation herself.
Why would she ever desire that?
Mr. York, I'm sorry, but there ain't no way that could have happened.
How can you be sure of that, Melvin? Our world contains phenomena that could never be explained with logic. This is especially true for phenomena in which humans are involved. Do you really think all the facets of love and hate can be explained with logic?
Well, no, I don't reckon I do. Yeah, might be too early to rule out those possibilities, just like you say.
Zach, now we truly know just how deeply the Clarksons are involved with this. Patty, how long does it take to reach the Clarkson estate?
Just a short drive. You just gotta head west along the Mississippi. You can't miss it.
Got it. Thank you, Patty. By the way, Melvin, no matter how accelerated Patty may be, don't you think she's still a bit too young to see something like this? For the record, I have no intent to instruct others on how to raise their children, but...
Holy moly, you're right! Patricia, CLG! Come on, sweetie. Kids shouldn't have to see stuff like this.
Daddy, it's too late now.
You sure you okay, CLG?
I'm fine. Besides, I'm used to seeing stuff like that on CSI. You're the one who looks pale, Daddy.
Well, it did shake me up a little. But I'll be back to normal in no time. Sorry about that, Mr. York. What say we rest in the interrogation room till we all calm down, CLG?
Sure thing, Daddy. I'm gonna go sit with Daddy for a bit, Agent York. We can join back up later.
无论如何，约克本人也不相信凶手就是克拉克森家族的人，因为如果他们家族的人想要动手，那么是绝对不会等到约克抓到加里娜之后才行动的。况且通过那个废柴女婿丹尼尔的举动，他应该很明显是爱着自己的妻子。那么凶手到底是一个什么样的家伙呢？
You found the flying serpent, but now the flying serpent will come to find you.
Yeah, that sounds right. And it looks like this flying serpent is a venomous one.
Some become feasts, while others are eaten alive. Which fate would you prefer?
Both sound marvelous, but let me check with Zach.
A fine answer. Find the one who fired the pistol at heaven. Within the white hall of beds, brandish the ticket to the goddess. And once again, you will see the other world. Do you comprehend the oracle?
Zach, it looks like he's hell-bent on leading us back into that other world.
Follow the oracle.
Oh, I will, Hungan. There are only two types of things in our world. Things that should be resisted and things that should be accepted. And I believe this oracle is something to accept.
在得到新的神谕之后，约克开始推断关联的场景。第一条，向天堂开枪的人，目前最符合这个定义的就是最早发现尸体的目击者，他名叫查克·汤普森，是勒卡莱小镇最南边的一个农场主，同时也是一位小龙虾养殖户。第二条神谕在白色床铺上挥舞着献给女神的船票，唯一能让人想到拥有大量白色床铺的地方就是医院。可勒卡莱小镇并没有医院，除了那家负责瞧病的教堂之外。于是乎，两个新目标都锁定了。第一个是最南边的农场，第二个就是教堂。
How's your mama? So, you're that hotshot FBI agent I keep hearing about.
And who might you be?
I came to claim the body of my daughter. My daughter, who was murdered in a holding cell after you detained her yesterday.
Zach, I wasn't expecting to run into the final boss this early. You must be the head of the Clarkson family, P.J. Clarkson. And you've come to claim the body of Galena Clarkson, whose dismembered corpse was found early this morning. Is that correct? Where did you learn that Galena had been murdered? Zach and I just learned of the news ourselves.
This is Lou Corey. And I am P.J. Clarkson. There ain't a single thing I don't know about this town.
I see. So then you must also know about the Severed Roots ritual. I have a question for you, Philip. We suspect that Galena was murdered by someone from the Clarkson family. Have you given that possibility any consideration?
Listen up, you FBI piece of shit. You better watch your manners around my pa.
Shut up, Daniel.
But, sir... My bad, sir.
I'll have you know I once had 3 children. But I must not have raised them very well, because my son and my eldest daughter both ran away and never came back to me. The only one who stayed by my side was my second daughter, Galena. Then she done married Daniel here into the family and presented me with both an heir and a granddaughter. Seemed for a while as if things were finally starting to calm down. But then, someone corrupted both Galena and Lise. And I lost everything. Well, aside from my shit-heel son-in-law, that is. You understand me, FBI?
Galena's death is nothing but a loss for the Clarkson family.
That doesn't mean the Clarksons are automatically innocent, though. Humans don't always act out of self-interest, do they?
That mouth. You're starting to sound more and more like your mother. We're leaving, Daniel.
What? But my treasure...
Now, whether you end up being an angel or a demon, I reckon you're the man I've been waiting for all this time. Once you finish that autopsy, and we're clear to take her home, I want you to give me a call.
They're phenomenal, Patty. So perfectly rural. Ominous statements, foul-mouthed insults. This town possesses a complicated system of communication that you just can't find in the city. Work-centric emails are so cold and lifeless. This is what true human connections feel like. Connections as visceral as blood itself.
So, Agent York, what's next on your agenda?
The last boss may have gotten the jump on us, Patty, but I didn't let him shake my resolve. I intend to obey the skeletal gentleman's oracles, and that's that. First, we should head to either the home of the person who discovered Lisa's body or to the town's medical facility. Well, Zach, what do you think?
接下来，约克带着帕特里夏赶往第一目击者养殖户查克的农场，可在必经之路上遇到了障碍。一节废弃的火车厢，显然这里需要利用滑板飞跃过去。猛男一般都自带自信加成。
Okay, Zach, it's time to put our skills to the test. Hello, Melvin. Sadly, my darling just gave out on me.
Your darling? You mean...
Yes, that's right. My beloved skateboard. I know the chances are slim, but do you happen to know of any establishments in town that can repair skateboards? Please, I hope this doesn't offend you. Neither Zach nor I would ever dare to assume that a remote country town like this would have a skateboard shop in it. But perhaps you have at least one eccentric who likes to tinker with them in their spare time.
I know just the person. Double bass player by night, trick master by day. God blessed her with 2 talents, and her name is Emma Sanders.
警长梅伦建议约克去寻找牧师桑德斯的养女，滑板老妹儿艾玛桑德斯。
Huh? What do y'all want? I'm kind of busy here.
Hi there. Are you Emma?
Yeah. Who are you?
Francis York Morgan. I'm an FBI special agent. Please call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
Agent York? So, what does the FBI want with little old me? I already told the police everything I know about Lise.
Emma, I haven't come here to talk to you about Lise. Although I suppose it's sort of connected in a way. My darling is broken, and I need you to fix her.
You call your board your darling? I never heard that one before. All right, let me see it. I'll try and assess the damage. I replaced all your trucks, wheels, and gave you some brand new deck tape. Also, you were missing a tail guard, so I put one on for you. That way you should be able to do a few tricks here and there without any risk of damage. Well, what do you think?
It's beautiful, Emma.
The wheels were scraped down and the base plate screws were all about to fall out. Oh, and the axles were also warped. It was pretty much in critical condition. Now, what I want to know is, how did it get that way?
Well, my car was stolen on my way here from Houston. So, I switched over to my darling and rode her here instead.
You know, you're crazier than you look.
Emma, would you mind answering another crazy question for me? I want to use this board to soar, literally. Would you mind teaching me a trick that would allow me to do so?
You mean you want to do a wally? Ooh, well, I'd be happy to teach you how, but it's too cramped in here. Oh, I know where we should go. You want to learn too? You sure? Seems like you're interested. Whatever. I know you're just gonna come along anyway. So you should at least learn the basics. Agent York, now we should have enough room to practice. I'll show you how it's done first, then you just practice till you learn how to do it, okay?
在艾玛的耐心教导下，约克已经沉迷于滑板运动不能自拔。接下来的几天里，他把案件抛到了脑后，全身心地投入了极限运动。话说，本来就是公费度假，查个鸟案呀！老子就是要做镇里最拉风的男人。在那之后，约克来到了曾经跌倒的地方。他和帕特里夏沿着河岸找到了查克的农场。
Hey, Agent York, are you sure you really want to talk to this guy? He kind of scares me.
Patty, there's no need to worry. Just hide behind me and you'll be fine. Chuck Thompson, you were the first person to find Lisa's body, correct? I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
Agent York. Seems like he ain't in the mood for talking.
Chuck Thompson, may I have a word with you? I'm looking for the one who fired the pistol at Heaven.
You trying to say I gotta aim up to shoot 'cause of my height?
Not at all. I was merely quoting the skeletal gentleman's oracle.
Skeletal gentleman? You ain't making a lick of sense. What do you all want anyway? What do y'all come here to waste my precious time for?
I'm currently running a race around town thanks to you, who fired the starting shot. The murderer and I are competing to see who can cross the finish line first. Unfortunately, the murderer got a generous head start on me. If he gets away from me, I'll lose. But if I can catch up to him, then I'm sure I'll win. So please, Chuck, tell me, how did you find Lisa's body? Her body was hidden under a bridge on the bayou, very close to the Mississippi River. It's got to be at least a few miles away from your farm in this swamp, right?
No, the Clarksons are the folks who gave me the damn permission to farm crawdaddies here in the first place. Now why the hell would I ever want to kill that little girl?
Then what were you doing out there?
You know, lately I've been seeing a queer boat around these parts. It ain't too big. Probably only holds 5 or 6, and it's got a deep draft. Assholes think they can just drive right through my turf, right through my dang crawdad farm.
So you gave chase, which led you to Lisa's body?
Yeah, that's right. Fucking poachers.
Where did the poachers go?
Oh, hell if I know. Fog was thick that day, thicker than usual. So I lose sight of them. The next thing I know, I'm under that goddamn bridge. Then I felt a chill run up my spine. And I knew. So I drove up to the bank and got out. And there she was, strung up on that there altar.
Did you know Lise personally?
Yeah, I knew her a little. She never showed me no disrespect, unlike the rest of those damn Clarksons. They so rotten I can smell it from here, same as the shit at the bottom of this here swamp. Heavy, heavy. Yeah. They was a little better when their boy Lenny was still around.
Lenny?
Yeah, Leonard, PJ's son. He never showed me no disrespect neither. And he's the one who gave me permission to farm here. But, well, ever since he left home, his whole family's gone straight down the shitter. Lisa was the only decent one left. She was wise, just like Lenny. Ain't right, I tell you. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Now I'm done talking, goddammit. Now go on, get the hell out of here.
Philip mentioned something about his son leaving home. That must be Lenny. Did you know about that, Patty?
Everyone in town knows about it.
By the way, Zach, do you remember what we saw when we were skipping stones? That boat with the dragonfly crest. Zach, no matter where we go in this town, we're constantly assaulted by information related to the Clarkson family. Just where is that skeletal gentleman trying to lead us?
接下来，约克和帕特里夏立刻动身前往第二个调查地点——勒卡雷福音教堂。
I don't like hospitals.
Why not?
They soup folks up with medicine, cut them up, and then they try and act like they're your friends. Something ain't right about that, you know. It goes against the laws of nature. Plus, this is a church. So you got a pastor, a servant of God, actually playing God with his patients.
I think you have a point there, Patty. These days, we can neither determine death nor reproduce without the help of modern medicine. Yeah, our world's become quite an unnatural one. Oh, excuse me.
This is Lucare. You need to watch where you're going, or someone might end up tripping you.
Zach, it's her. The stylish woman who watched Lise die.
I've been waiting for you, lost lamb.
Hi there, Pastor. Would you mind letting go of me? I'm in a bit of a hurry right now.
So pitiful. The Lord hungers.
Here we go again.
What?
Pitiful. Truly pitiful, my little lamb.
No, neither Zach nor I.
Oh, so pitiful. So pitiful, just pitiful. The Lord hungers. 1 can of Spam, 1 can of red beans, and 1 can of spinach. You are to offer up the taboo trinity.
Taboo? Don't you mean the holy?
Oh, how I pity you. Unlike us humans, the Lord never errs. Now, my pitiful agent, bring forth the taboo trinity at once. For it is the will of the Lord our God.
See? I told you this was gonna be a pain in the butt.
But Zach and I need to go after that stylish woman.
Too late now. We need to obey God's will.
The Lord hungers!
Come on, hurry it up. We need to go.
Well, Zach, I don't know what to say. First an oracle, and now an order from God? Maybe this is the trial that will yield the ticket to the goddess. Either way, it looks like we have no choice but to gather the taboo trinity. I guess it just goes to show that small towns are always filled with the bizarre and unpredictable.
一波未平，一波又起。那个神秘的女人终于现身了，但约克又被牧师桑德斯缠住了。显然，为了遵循神谕，他必须要解决桑德斯提出的古怪要求。接下来，约克会遭遇到什么呢？我们下集故事回见。